Professional English vocabulary. Font psychology in graphic design. Hello everyone. Today, we're diving into the powerful world of font psychology to learn how to choose the right voice for your graphic design. Fonts are the silent voice that enriches text and conveys messages, communicating before a single word is read. Typography, the style and appearance of text, plays an essential role in visual communication and storytelling. The choice of font is crucial for comprehension. However, text never works alone. Typography needs to work perfectly with all the other parts of your design. Basic elements of art, especially color, line, shape, form, and space. They are powerful tools that collectively convey mood and evoke emotions in the viewer. Imagery. This includes images, like photos or illustrations, and iconography, small pictures or symbols, like a house icon for home. All these elements are carefully organized on the page layout, the surface or canvas where the design is created. Because fonts are built from lines and shapes, they evoke specific feelings and emotions. To understand font psychology, we first need to know the basic language of typography, the classification of fonts. There are 5 main families, and each one carries a specific psychological weight. Serif fonts. Serif fonts are traditional, established, and easy to read in large blocks of text. They have small feet or strokes, called serifs, at the end of the letter strokes. Serif fonts are used for long-form print reading such as books, academic publishing, newspapers, corporate or financial documents. They convey trust, respect, reliability, authority. Slab serif fonts. They are heavy, robust, and impactful fonts. They are a subset of serif fonts. Serifs are thick, block-like, and rectangular. They are generally used in industrial design. For instance, automotive companies and brands associated with heavy machinery, tools, or physical construction. They convey confidence, boldness, industrial strength, durability, masculinity. Sans serif fonts. Sans serif means without serifs. The letters have clean, simple ends. They are clean, minimalist, and highly legible on digital screens. They dominate modern corporate branding and digital screen use. For example, websites and mobile applications. They convey modernity, clarity, objectivity, simplicity. Script or handwriting fonts. They imitate human handwriting or calligraphy. They are flowing, decorative, highly expressive but difficult to read. They are suitable for personal branding, luxury invitations, greeting cards, and dining menus. Script fonts convey elegance, personality, creativity, intimacy. Display or decorative fonts. They are unique, artistic fonts designed purely to grab attention. They are impractical for long texts. They are typically found in headlines, movie posters, or branding for niche products. They evoke a specific era, theme, or novelty. Beyond the 5 families, a font's line texture and thickness can express psychological meaning. Broken or dashed lines convey vagueness, fragility, insecurity. Thin lines are associated with delicacy, elegance, creativity, femininity. Thick lines express dominance, strength, boldness. A font's underlying geometry also dictates its deeper psychological meaning. Every letter form is essentially built from three fundamental shapes: the circle, curves and roundness; the square, verticals and horizontals; and the triangle, angles and diagonals. Let's see some examples. Circle-based fonts. Circular and rounded fonts feel friendly, inviting, soft, and comfortable. They are often used by brands that want to convey community, love, and unity. Examples: child-focused brands and organizations. Food packaging. Non-profits such as UNICEF, TEDx, food banks, and shelters. Square-based fonts. Fonts dominated by straight lines and right angles convey stability, authority, security, and discipline. Square fonts are common in corporate logos and branding for banks and legal firms. Triangle-based fonts. Fonts featuring sharp angles or diagonal stress create energy, movement, and tension. They strongly convey strength and action. They are commonly used in sports logos, action movie titles, and branding for military or defense to emphasize power and urgency. In addition to all this, fonts can convey information about the writer's personality, gender, maturity, or even health. The principles used in graphology, the analysis of handwriting to reveal personality, provide a valuable analogy for font psychology. Digital font designers use the visual cues observed in handwriting analysis to intentionally engineer a personality for the typeface. They manipulate variables such as letter shape, movement, line texture and thickness, and decorative strokes to project a specific voice or personality onto the message itself. For example, a thick, rough line texture projects rugged or old. A delicate decorative stroke, like a flourish, projects elegance. And a strong, square letter shape projects authority. Fonts and gender. Fonts can subtly signal gender association based on their shape and movement. These psychological associations are tied to tradition. Masculine fonts. Masculine fonts are very legible, featuring straight lines, sharp edges, and heavy, blocky, bold strokes. They emphasize strength, stability, and authority. Typical use includes corporate and financial documents, construction and industrial companies, sports teams, branding for banks, legal firms, and military and defense. Feminine fonts. They are defined by their fluid shapes and decorative strokes, which imitate handwriting. They are less legible than masculine fonts. They have delicate, light, thin, or curved strokes. Feminine fonts convey elegance, softness, and accessibility. They are typically used for sophisticated applications, such as personal branding, luxury invitations and greeting cards, branding for hotels, restaurants, jewelry, beauty, and cosmetics. Serious fonts. They are serif and sans serif fonts with consistent weight, height, and spacing. They communicate a strong sense of tradition, authority, discipline, and professionalism. They suggest a serious and dependable personality. Childish fonts. Fonts associated with children generally evoke feelings of fun, playfulness, creativity, and friendliness. Childish fonts often feature rounded shapes and thick strokes, mimicking irregular or imperfect handwriting. They communicate innocence, friendliness, creativity, and safety, always focusing on fun and playfulness. They suggest a playful, creative, friendly personality. Old age and health issues. Fonts that copy inconsistent, shaky writing have uneven or broken strokes. Fonts designed with these characteristics powerfully convey chaos, imperfection, and instability. This visual style suggests fatigue, nervousness, or lack of physical control, implying illness or old age. Due to their decorative nature and poor legibility, these fonts should never be used for professional documents or long texts. They work best only for large titles in visual art. Just as tone of voice changes how we interpret spoken words, the art of typography directly influences written messages. Typography is a powerful tool for emotional engineering, not mere decoration. As designers, our job is to ask, what is the mood, the core message, and the audience? The answers must guide you to a font that aligns perfectly with the text message. The seriousness of a serif font. The clearness of a sans serif font. Or the personal touch of a script font. This perfect alignment is key. You wouldn't use a delicate, hard-to-read script font for an instruction manual. Documents like these must be as easy to read as possible. Just as you wouldn't use a horror display font for a beautiful wedding invitation. It would ruin the overall impression. Using inappropriate or conflicting fonts instantly creates confusion, makes your design look unprofessional, and can severely damage brand image. Underestimating this is bad for business and leads to missed opportunities. Choose wisely, because every font selection is a crucial decision. Your font is constantly projecting a mood, a personality, and a message to your audience. It's talking, even when the audience isn't actively reading the words.